So we can start right now. Good morning. This is Alejandra Montufar. I'm the Channel Development Manager in WatchGuard for Latam. With me, we have Valentina. Valentina is for SolutionBox, a distributor for WatchGuard products. She is in Argentina, but SolutionBox cover so many countries around Latin America. That's why for us it's a really important distributor. And in the other hand, we have Leonardo Cesario. Leonardo is our engineer, and he gave us in a couple of minutes a couple of tips and an explanation about the WatchGuard products. So I talk with you about the channel program that WatchGuard has for our partners, that the name for the program is WatchGuard 1. Thanks, Leonardo. So WatchGuard is a global company, and in WatchGuard we do a billion security scans every hour. WatchGuard founded in 1996. So we have 25 years in the industry, in the cybersecurity industry, and in these years we buy some other companies around security around the world. So that's why we have a lot of solutions for to help our partners in their opportunities. The next, please. Thank you. We have four ways or four segments for in the security, and you can choose whatever, maybe one or two or maybe the four ways to work with us. The next one, please. Thank you. One, it's endpoint security. The other is the multi-factor authentication. The other is network security. And the last one is secure Wi-Fi. We have like four specializations for our partners. The first one is the partner register. So to do a partner register, it's really easy. We need to have only a webinar onboarding and give you the access in the partner portal. And then we need to sign the one easy document in the portal, and that's all. And we have benefits since we are a partner register. So the next slide, please. Thanks. And then we have the partner silver level. Then in that we need to buy or a NFR product. We have an NFR since $1. It's really cheap and easy to use this NFR. And we need a certification for salesperson. We only need one person. This certification is free and is in our partner portal. And then we need a technical certification, one person. All the process is in our partner portal too. And the certification for the engineers, it's around $200. And if you recertificate the next year, is with more than 75 points, the certification is for free. The next one is the gold, and in this you need to buy 2 NFRs. You need 2 certification salesperson. Then you need 2 engineer certifications, and in that way you complete to a specialization. And we need to present and submit a business plan. Then for the platinum, it's also for WatchGuard invitation, but you need 4 NFRs in products, 4 persons certification in sales, for engineer certification, and then we complete the 4 specializations, and then we need to submit a business plan too. The next one, please. You know, we are award-winning and support, and you know we have a support, technical support, 24/7, and we have the support in different languages, in Spanish too, because you know sometimes we have an emergency with our customer, and in some cases a person in India or something like that contact us, and sometimes it's very difficult to understand each other. Then we have a corporate support too, and we have a channel account management that I'm in that team. And then we have an assigned sales engineer. In that case, is Leonardo, that is in the webinar. And then we have a platinum support too. The next one, please. This is the partner portal for WatchGuard 1. We have a lot of tools in this portal. We have the price list. We have the trainings for all the technology. We have marketing resources. We have security pays. You know, security pays is an additional spiff that WatchGuard gives us for sales WatchGuard. This, for example, if some the spiff is in different amounts, sometimes is for cents for dollar in the case of the licenses, and for example, if you sell a firewall, sometimes the spiff is more and more. The next one, please. So it's really easy. You can have in this partner portal industry insights, events, and more. And around this year, we will do a lot of webinars like this, and presential events with SolutionBox around Latin America to talk about WatchGuard. So it's a really good opportunity for generate new business in your companies. So in that way, this is all some part of the of WatchGuard 1 program, and and then Leonardo start to call about our products.
Perfect. Thank you, Alejandra. Let me just start my camera. Okay. Well, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. I am Leonardo Cesario. I work as a sales engineer for WatchGuard in the Latam region. And as we have such an exclusive audience today, feel free to ask questions. Go ahead and go up in the microphone if you have any questions. Today we are focusing on our endpoint security solutions, endpoint security suite. So WatchGuard in 2020 acquired Panda, which was the Spanish company that works with this technology for more than 20 years. And we integrated that technology in our portfolio, so including the firewalls, NDR, multi-factor authentication, secure Wi-Fi, and also the protection of endpoints. So we basically offer this solution in 3 versions, 4 actually, but when we talk about architecture, we have 3 versions of the service. We work with the EPP, which is on the part of the agent that work with local information. So analysis of heuristics, process monitoring, and exploiting, all those things, regular antivirus that we have as well. We're going to see this in detail further on. The EDR, which is the cloud part of the protection. So the agents send all this information, all the detections that it has in all the agents, and we correlate to generate information of basically real-time monitoring and also threat hunting capabilities that we have. So we have an extensive set of features that we have in the threat hunting department that really helps the partner to easily access that information. And basically the advanced endpoint security, which combines the 2 of them and also adds some new features that ease up even more the operation of the solution. All of that is managed in WatchGuard Cloud. WatchGuard Cloud is the single point of administration for our products. All of the solutions are administered by there. And it's also where we can have all this information generated by different lines of products being correlated, so we can achieve the XDR technology. And the endpoint, it's a huge part of that. It works great by itself, but when we start to combine different products from WatchGuard, we can have this correlation and automated policies and alarms. So how this endpoint protection technology works. When we see the market for endpoint protection, we have these new advanced solutions, but we see that normally small and medium companies, which is the core and what WatchGuard offer has the main objective to attend, because we really like what I like to say, it's a democratization of security services. We see things that we offer on our portfolio that, I don't know, 2 years ago it was exclusively for high-end companies, huge companies that has not only the money to acquire these advanced solutions, but has also several teams that monitor and are trained, really certified on all those platforms. So what we do here is to simplify all these services, so it's available for all companies and not only these mega corporations that has resources to spend. Returning here to the endpoint side of things, so when we see the current scenario of small and medium companies, they normally work with a traditional antivirus. But this is not a sustainable way of working anymore, because antiviruses only work basically with signatures. So they know what is the malware, so they have the signatures that they can compare when they receive a new file, check with the signatures, the database that it has. If it's a malware, it's dropped. But this leaves us with a lot of things that are unknown, and even worse is the new malwares that are being developed each day that use new high-end technologies like artificial intelligence, malwares that run at the process level, at the memory level, that the regular antivirus simply cannot understand, cannot detect. So we take it further. We do it exactly the opposite as a traditional antivirus. Our way of doing things, it's a zero trust approach. So we really analyze everything that is being sent to our endpoints. We have some ordering of doing things. First, we rely on a list of things that were already analyzed. Then we have the database of which is already recognized as malware. And then we start to do the analysis. All the unknown software is sent to our 5 steps analysis process, which is automated. And if this is not 100% conclusive, this software is sent to a lab that we have in Spain, which will manually analyze and see if it's something that it's malicious to endpoints. When you talk about that, we're talking about 0.02% of all the internet traffic. So if this get to this step of the process, it's normally something new. And once we have this analysis done, this is sent to our data lake, which is automatically protects all users that has access to this technology. Normally, we have the maximum SLA of analyzing these artifacts in 6 hours, but historically, this analysis doesn't pass 15 minutes. So it's something that it's a really small part. It's a really it has really the potential to be something really malicious, and we can catch that as well. So it's really 100% analysis on everything that goes to the computers that we manage. 5 steps. Now, so I know it seems complicated, but bear with me. We talking about the ways that we do the steps to analysis. We start with the antivirus technology. So we have an embedded regular antivirus just to deal with simple things. It also brings the most modern services regarding regular antivirus. So it has the capabilities of heuristic technologies, deep learning, machine learning. So we can not only see signatures, but also see the behavior of the file and start analyzing that even on this process. Following, we have the contextual detection. So everything that is running on the computer, things that use scripts to try to mislead the regular antivirus. So things that we have that process monitoring to see if it's any processes are I don't know, changing things on critical folders on the operating system, followed by the anti-exploit technology. So these are a technique that use good web software, recognized software, I don't know, like a macro in Excel, to inject malicious code and start a ransom attack, for instance. So we are constantly monitoring that. These 3 steps occur on the endpoint layer. So when we saw the different types of products, we are talking about the EPP here. And further on, we go to the EDR side of things. So here, it's where we start to generate the information and correlation of things to the user by cloud. We start with a sandboxing process that will take this software that it's potentially malicious, and we are going to run in our cloud in several systems and analyze the procedures that the software is showing. Followed by, if this is not conclusive, the manual analysis by our team. And we also generate a consistent amount of information for threat hunting processes. So you're going to see we monitor IOCs, we monitor PUBs, we monitor things that are potentially something malicious, but it could not be. We have the options to be alerted and monitor those things as well. Followed by, well, let's touch the product and get a little demonstration. So to start off, we have WatchGuard Cloud. I'm already on the EPDR view, but WatchGuard Cloud is really where we manage all everything regarding our customers. I can see that I have multiple accounts. These accounts can have their own customers. So it's really give the power for the user to administer distinct customers, even if he has different operations in different countries with different teams. And also my regular customers that will be attached to my administration account, and I can easily access all the configuration, licensing, and inventory of those customers. WatchGuard works with 1 year and 3 years licenses, but you can have the agreement that you want with a customer. You can have, I don't know, a customer that purchases a 1 year service from you, but in 6 months it's decided to, I don't know, move forward to another solution. You can get this license that were allocated to that user and reallocate it to another customer without even having to speak with anyone at WatchGuard. Sorry about that. So it's a really single point of administration with everything regarding WatchGuard. Talking about the endpoint solution, we see that we have on the first dashboard an overview of computers that are on our environment, computers that were detected but not administered, they don't have the agent, and information regarding all the detected processes, malicious processes on our environment. I have access to all the dashboards that we use for some add-ons and other things that we're gonna touch real soon. But I want to call the attention for also lists that you can add, customized lists that you can use to access the information that you want regarding everything that we have on the product in a custom list that you can easily access, save on the dashboard, and access that real quick. So when you go and start to work with the administration, we can see our computers that are managed by our agents. It's here that we also create new installations. So we can have that like in a link that is to be installed in a computer, but we can also have like discovery computers that work with, I don't know, some part of my network that cannot access internet for whatever reason. This proxy computer can install the agent on itself and install and distribute that installation inside my network, basically on the groups of servers, stations that I want to install it. And you can also have configurations, distinct configurations, depending on some manageable locations. So I can have networks, and depending on the network that my agent is, that my computer is on, it's going to have different configuration from others. I can do that by Active Directory. You know, so determined computers on, I don't know, an organizational object will have different rules from my others, or simple folders that I can separate and have different configurations to my computers. Those configurations are really easy to work with. It's a real simplified way of dealing with how I want to work with my different configurations. If you see the default configurations, I have things that I can use things that I can use to customize the security that the user will have locally on his machine. And we have a lot of things here that I can customize, but I want to call the attention of the work ways that the product has. So we basically can change the way that the agent works depending on the project, depending on the status of the project. We have the audit mode that can work with different protection solutions, only to analyze the information that the agents receive and show them on our dashboard. So to start a POC where I want to show the customer things that he's not actually seeing on his antivirus software or even his PDR software that we are detecting. Then you go to hardening mode, which is the start of the installation and production things. So it's going to start protecting the computers from known threats, but internal software and internal tools of the customer will be detected. So we can finally move to hardening mode, where all the internal tools, if it's, I don't know, a company that develops software, we are going to recognize that and protect the user without messing up with this workflow. And we also have different ways to configure the antivirus, things like if the computer can have external medias connected to it. So really, it's a very practical way of configuring, but it also covers everything that needs to be active for the user to be protected. And how do we deal with threats? So if I go to, I don't know, an incident that I have or malware activity that I can access from my security dashboard, I'm going to see everything that is running and the process, the action that was taken on a determined possible malware. And once I click on an infection, I can see its details. So it starts to offer the threat hunting information that the user can analyze and create new rules, adjust its network, and see how the process was made. So I have this in a nice log overviewing all the processes that were taken, but I also can see that in a graphic view, which will tell me the story of all the steps taken by this determined infection until I have the containment active. Okay, so basically we also have the IOCs, the IOAs, which are basically the detection of possible threats that are suspicious activity made by users inside the computers, but may not be something malicious. Could be like legitimate actions that the user are taking, and it's all categorized in MITRE cyber queue chain processes. So I have things that I could be reconnaissance of the network, to an initial access, to privilege escalation, going to lateral movement, command and control, exfiltration of data. So all these registers are categorized in this in these steps. Let's see something. Let's see an example for like OS credential dumping. So here I have two records of things that are trying to exfiltrate credentials from a given computer. I can see more information about this in external websites like MITRE, and I also can see a record of what has been done inside that computer. So the command line was, I'm using the procdump executable from Windows through LSAS to save a dump file with the credentials. It was executed by this logged user. This could be something malicious, like someone that has access to, not a legitimate access to the system, but it could also be that my user clever wanted to really recover the credentials from that machine. It's alerted, it's logged, and the user has the power to take actions on that. Okay, and then we start talking about a few additional modules that we have inside the solution. All the modules that I'm going to show here require a version of the product that has access to cloud. So you're talking about EDR, EPDR, or advanced EPDR. Okay, so the first of it is patch management. It's basically a way for you to keep up with possible software that has vulnerabilities on their current versions inside my computers. I already logged that with the regular version of the PDR, which goes inside the threat hunting information that we offer. We identify with the CVEs of vulnerable versions of softwares that we are using on our computers. But patch management really evolves that to a way that you can apply those updates on these softwares that are vulnerable inside our computers, manually or automatically. And the nicest part, it's I like to call this WU SUS, which is the solution from Windows that perform this process. But WU SUS only works with Windows software. Here we work with third-party softwares as well. Okay, so I can update my Firefox and or Notepad++, and the view is also accessible from here. So I have, I don't know, patches that are critical. I'm going to see all of them. So I have a computer that is using Firefox on version 61. It has multiple vulnerabilities that are mapped. I have the CVEs over here, so I can get those one by one, and also the download for the update. But from my computer view, I can require the installation from here. I see that I have some updates pending, and the agent installed on the computer will update the software for you. Next one that we have is, lost my presentation. It's the advanced reporting tool. So this is basically where it's a huge data lake where we log every information regarding processes that run on our endpoints. I'm talking about everything, like if something changes a registry, if something creates a folder, if something creates a communication socket with an external server, it all be logged over here. And I have the capability of showing determined information. We have tables that basically categorize all the processes that are made on my computers, and I can easily access from here. Like I want to get all the changes in registers that were made in my computers. If I want to filter that, I have multiple tools for that, even graphics, or I can even write a query manually that will take information from multiple tables, and I can save that into a report and send that to whatever people that need to receive that information. I also have some previewed security and information that is automatically generated, but I can have the capabilities of creating these dashboards with custom information that I can receive from the agents. Followed by the complement of this module, which is the CM feeder. So I have all this information regarding every process that I have in my computers, but me as a company already use a CM that has, well, centralized all the alarms that I have in my security solutions. So I want to bring that information to my local CM. Can I do that? Yes. With the CM feeder, we'll take the information from RT and export locally to custom CM, any CM solution that the customer might have. And finally, we have full encryption, which is, which is basically the automation of the BitLockers, of the BitLocker technology that Windows computer have. So I can't easily manage the data encryption, the disk encryption from my Windows computers, centralized by the cloud. I can have like new computers, everything that has the agent installed, have the capability of being encrypted, which has the required software and hardware to use BitLocker. I can automate it from here. I can see which computers are in different statuses, and I can require the encryption of those disks remotely. Also create and manage recovery keys to those computers. Okay, so without that, WatchGuard has a single agent for all these different services. We are adding new services that are going to rely on the same agent as well, like the firewall as a service that we are bringing on later this year. We will also use the single agent, which if the user has already the EDR but wants to purchase new services, he doesn't have to install a new agent. And the agent today supports even legacy systems. So for customers that have old systems running critical software, critical operational software for his business, which relies on old operational systems, we can support that as well. And well, a good example is we still support Windows XP. I think it was 6 months ago, finally got to the end of the line for Windows 98. So it's really supporting several different operational systems. And also, this is very good information for the partner that has a SOC, that offers a SOC for his customers. And WatchGuard can also aid in that. We see that is for most of our partners, it's a challenge because it's being required by more and more customers on the past years. It's a booming market. It's expected to reach 50 billion by 2027, and the constant monitoring of things tailored to the customer environment, it's getting more important every year that we see. So with that, WatchGuard can also aid in that. We offer the service of MDR. So this is basically working with the agents, but having an external team to aid you, performing or complementing the processes that a SOC must deal with. So once we start to use the service, a WatchGuard team will contact the technical person in the partner to review and create a tailored configuration specifically for that environment. And then we will start to monitor that information 24/7. If we have any issues with the environment, we can contact within the hour the partner technical contact and start acting in remediation, containment, and all those processes that are needed. Okay, so basically this is what I wanted to show today. Something that I forgot to talk about. We are constantly evolving the integration between our products. So all this information that we see is constantly fed into our cloud, so we can offer more and more features regarding XDR and the integration between products on our portfolio. So I always talk a lot about it. Every product that we have works fine on itself, but when we start to having 2 or more products from WatchGuard, they can start correlate things and talk to them to respond even faster to security threats. We also recently, in 8th of August from last year, I guess, we finalized the purchase of X0. It's a company that has an extensive history acting on MDR services, and it's also that we are going to include on this side of things, on the MDR, also the functionalities that X0 brings to the customers. So we can expect a lot of exciting things to these types of work. Okay, so now this is the information that I wanted to bring to you. I don't know if we have questions that we can talk about now. I have a few minutes for that.
Okay, thanks, Leonardo. So I introduced to Valentina. Valentina is a account manager in SolutionBox, and as I told you when we start the webinar, Valentina and SolutionBox can help you and can help us to be a WatchGuard partner.
Hi everyone, thanks Alejandra and Leonardo. I hope everyone is doing well. Yes, as Alejandra said, I'm product manager in WatchGuard in SolutionBox. I will leave my contacts and those of my colleague Carla, who is not here at the moment because she's in another meeting. But SolutionBox is, well, I remind you that SolutionBox is located in Miami, Argentina, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, and all Central America. I will leave my contacts, and if you have any questions, just let us know. Thank you, Alejandra and Leonardo.